A lot of heavy hearts this morning in the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. They are mourning the tragic death of one of their own. Major Corporal Brian Levine was killed in the line of duty last night.
Sheriff Chad Chronister says the act was intentional. Our ABC Action News reporter Vanessa Ariza following this story this morning live in Brandon with what led up to this incident. Vanessa.
Good morning to you, James and Dia. Levine was supposed to finish his very last day with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office today, and then he was set to retire after 30 years. Instead, his loved ones are planning his funeral. Sheriff Chad Chronister saying, put simply, his deputy was murdered. He said the man behind that, the suspect in this case, intentionally ran his vehicle into his deputy's squad car. All of this taking place at the Paddock Club Apartments yesterday. Now, here's how everything took place and how it initially began. Deputies were called to the Paddock Club Apartments twice yesterday after neighbors said Travis Garrett, the suspect in this case, was acting erratic. Now, after that second call, when deputies tried to talk to Garrett, Chronister said that he punched a deputy in the head several times. Deputies tased him twice, but it didn't stop him. Garrett was able to get away in his car, leading deputies on a chase. It was shortly after that Chronister said he intentionally switched lanes to ram his car into Levine's patrol vehicle.
Is unresponsive, trapped in this mangle of devastation that Mr. Garrett caused when he intentionally struck this deputy. The deputies can't get to him to perform life-saving measures.
The jaws of life had to be used in order to get the corporal out of that vehicle. He was unconscious when he was taken to the hospital, and that is where he passed away. Now, as for Garrett, Sheriff Chronister says that he had very minor injuries. He was taken to the local hospital as well, just as a precautionary measure. Now, Garrett hasn't been formally charged, and as of this morning we checked, he is still in the hospital. However, Sheriff Chronister says that charges will be forthcoming. Now, Garrett is no stranger to law enforcement. We looked into his past. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, we'll share with you what interactions he had with Pasco County just a few years ago. But for now, we are live in Brandon. Vanessa Ariza, ABC Action News.